I would want to know the time you took a decision to leave your former employment.
Mm.
In life, decision making is a very difficult part of our life. Making a decision that you feel at a certain age or a certain time is difficult, most especially on how society, the public, in this case, we are looking at how Catherine Mugabi took a decision to leave her employment. When I talk about employment, formal employment, to go and take care of her family. To the ladies out there, I know this is sometimes a very difficult situation to make or decision to make. We're going to have Catherine Mugabi take us through her story of how she took a drastic or stern decision to leave her employment to get back home. And what support did she have as a wife, as a mother, as a sister of someone? So tell us, who is Catherine Mugabi?
But I'm
Please.
just to take you through. I'm just a simple girl, daughter, wife, and mother. But I'm a mother, and I'm an entrepreneur. I am a counselor. I do marriage counseling. Above all, I love God.
That's amazing, especially when you talked about marriage counseling.
That you have to have boundaries. You give them the advice, you give them what you think will help them. Because like you're saying, you will decide for them and maybe say, I think it's better you take some time off and, give each other space.
Yeah.
What's important here is to communicate effectively, that each party will understand their role, so that they don't blame you when things go south.
Tell us, making decision is always difficult. Go back home and take care of family.
Well, you see, I equate that, like to being on the sea and there's a storm. Storms will never prepare you to be courageous. And some of these things, life basically is like being on the sea. Life didn't prepare you to pick courage. There are things that are going to happen in your life and you have no choice. You have to be bold to be able to face the world. So for me, the decision to quit my work, by the way, I'm a trained journalist. And I reached a point when when I got married, started having children, raising a family. And I realized that my schedules were not tarrying with my work. I'm one of those people who would get pregnant and be sick from day one to the 5th month. And I don't know, I think there are very few bosses who will, stand that. So it reached a point and it was too much. I remember one time in one of the places I was working, there was this young man, just as there are, different age groups are managing. And Brian, I just want to tell you that as a woman, I understand. So I realized that it would be best for me to either take off some days or take a break.
Yeah.
I almost lost my son to pneumonia, but then I realized I got to know that his milk was never warmed, the weather and things like that. He got so sick, he was admitted, and the doctor told it was really scary. And so we had to sit down with my husband and make some decisions and say, you know what, how much money, how much are you getting out of, from that job vis-a-vis that's why I tell people that before you make a decision, you have to first weigh, will it work for me or will it, you have to put all those things into consideration. And he came to a conclusion and said, I think it's best. He didn't really, and I know different people will look at it differently, but good enough. I was fortunate enough that he understood the dynamics of what we were in, and he accepted.